Congratulations to the two of you. What a very wonderful thing. A wedding in April, and every April you get to celebrate this wonderful occasion with this gorgeous weather here in Santa Clarita. Now, can I
Exactly.
ask, how long have you been residents of Santa Clarita?
We've been here since 2002. However, Stephen has worked here for several years before that.
Oh, so you guys have been really involved here in the Valley in the time that you've been here. I'm looking at your resumes, and I am absolutely, it is incredible to me. Mr. Zimmer, Steve Zimmer, has been nominated by the SCV Child and Family Center, and you, Doris Marie Zimmer, have been nominated by the College of the Canyons Foundation. You have been, both of you, with these organizations, both respectively, that have nominated you. Basically, you got here and you hit the ground running, didn't you?
Yeah, I was really lucky. Stephen paved the way.
Oh, and
Yeah,
you
I was with the COC Foundation for probably 12 years before I had to get off of the foundation board of directors because I became an elected board of trustee member of the Santa Clarita Community College District, College of the Canyons.
I can see why you've been nominated. You don't just have a love of people. You seem to have a true love of this valley. You've been incredibly connected, very involved in a range of various areas. What was it that brought you here to Santa Clarita? I always wonder, is it the weather? Is it the water?
Well, for me, it was actually working for Newhall Land and Farming Company.
Okay.
And they made Valencia what it is today, and I enjoyed working with them. I was employed by Newhall Land and Farming from 1999 until I retired in 2011.
And so now your residence, I would think I would consider that long-term residence. You've been here for a number of years, and can I ask you what this nomination means to the two of you? I mean, and the fact that husband and wife both got nominated by two separate entities, I think that's remarkable. I think that's lovely. How do you feel about having been nominated for this? Can I ask you, Steve?
Well, I'm thrilled. I'm just thrilled. I love the Child and Family Center. I think it's an organization that is very much behind the scenes. It's not something that you talk about every day, yet it affects everybody every day because it is basically a mental health system and mental health treatment center for the children and families of the Santa Clarita Valley. It's been around for a long time and has more than $10 million in contracts that we deal with each and every year.
I think that's wonderful, and there is something great about the idea that if there is an issue or there's a heart that needs to be healed, the Santa Clarita Child and Family Center has those tools, and it's a great organization you're involved with.
Yeah.
And Doris, can I ask you, how does this feel to have been nominated for this incredible honor?
It is an honor. It's absolutely incredible. I was shocked and surprised, and the only reason is that I tend to be somewhat humble. I mean, it's not my way to go out and seek things. So I think that the foundation kind of did an end run on me. It was a secret nomination, and I found out about it actually from the Goldmans when they mentioned that they had received the nominations. And I think what is really important, though, is that Stephen and I are both really committed to the value of service. And so when people are out in the community and they're giving of themselves and their time and their abilities, they do make an impact, even if we're not mindful of that. And when an organization takes the time to make a nomination, what it's doing is it's saying, look at the way people can make a difference in our community.
Absolutely.
Why don't you join us?
Absolutely.
And so I think that what's happening for us is it's an opportunity for us to say to people, this is the best way to give back. To give back to your
I
community.
think that's a great way to look at it, and I respect and totally appreciate your humility about, the being humble about the award, but the idea that you can stand up and be not only an inspiration to other people, but possibly even a mentor when they come in and they see. And even though we all think, oh, well, we're doing our part, you look at someone, well, actually the two of you, and you realize how much more can be done. So I think that's just super.
Yeah, it's the way we live our life. It's a value, as Doris Marie says, and we've carried that forward with our our children who do a lot of volunteer help as well. So
So I'll be
it's just something you
interviewing
do.
them in a few years because they too will be nominated. They'll follow in your footsteps, I hope.
That's what we would hope. That's what
Wouldn't
we would
that be
hope.
awesome?
That would be great.
Well, I thank you both very much. Again, I wish you all the luck, and I think that even no matter what happens, at the end of the day, you are shining examples of what Santa Clarita offers in the way of our occupants, the people, the residents that live here, and the fact that you can get involved and you can make great changes. And the two of you, again, you, sir, you're an attorney. You've served on board of directors and finance committees, and Doris, board chair, planned giving. I mean, it goes on and on and on. You are both very. When do you sleep?
Well, we ask
Every
ourselves. We ask ourselves that sometimes.
Right.
Oh, well, I personally thank you for being here and being in the Santa Clarita Valley, not just here at AM 1220 KHTS, but being residents of our valley and serving, again, as shining examples of what can be done if you put a little elbow grease and maybe a strong cup of tea in your hand. So thank you very much.
Well,
Open your
thank
heart.
you. And remember, as far as I'm concerned, Doris Marie is the Woman of the Year for 35 straight years.
I'm so going to hug you when you leave this studio.
That's so sweet.
You, sir, are a gentleman, and just everybody should
He's a
learn from your
prince.
example. Congratulations
Thank
again
you.
on
so
your
much.
35th wedding anniversary.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.